friends! Welcome back to my channel. This is ASO Tarot, and today's pick a card reading is everybody's favorite and honestly my favorite too. What is your person currently feeling about you? So we have 4 piles today. We have pile 1 with the Apparition Tarot and the little snowman. We have pile 2 with the Wishing Well and the Way of the Panda Tarot. We have pile 3 with the Affirmators Tarot and the little caroling lady, and we have pile 4 with the Synesthesia Tarot and the little Santa. Go ahead and pause the video if you need to decide which pile you feel most drawn to. And I also did just quickly want to say how much I missed you guys and how excited I am to be back. Now, I'm not fully back, but I am finished with my personal readings that I needed to get done that kind of put me out of commission for a hot sec. But I am able to be back and at least do general readings in the meantime. But I'm really excited for what's to come. I've got a lot of things I'm working on, and yeah, I'm just really excited and I'm really grateful for all of you. And I'm gonna stop rambling. So go ahead, pause the video if you need to pick your pile, and then go ahead and scroll down to the description to find your timestamp, and we'll get into your reading. Hi there, pile 1. If you guys chose the little Frosty, the snowman, I'll put him right here, and the Apparition Tarot, this is your reading and this is how your person currently feels. So we're doing the whole 9 yards today, channel messages, charms, songs, we got all of it. I almost wanted to do like a little Stefano, like YouTube's hottest reading features everything from channel messages to charms. So anyway, I have your oracles already shuffled. We're just going to shuffle your tarot on camera. So we are asking, alrighty. So the 8 of Cups already wants to come out, and I'm going to take him. But we are asking how your person, pile 1, truly feels about you at this current moment. Remember that energies can always change. Be sure you're ready to hear these messages, because I will not lie. I will always be honest, but I will try to give the messages in the most compassionate way possible. And so I'm sorry if it never comes out like that, but I truly want the best for you guys, and I want you guys to have your intuition verified, I guess. I wanted to say validated. That's the word I wanted to use. I want your intuition to be validated, and always trust your intuition before a YouTube reading. So if something doesn't resonate, don't let it take from you. But yeah, we are looking at what your person truly, how your person truly feels about you. So pile 1, Spirit, how do they truly feel about pile 1? So we had the 8 of Cups come out. We also have the Knight of Wands, the 2 of Swords, the 6 of Wands, and on the back of the deck, we have the 7 of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay, so let's look at your oracles. To start off, we have partnership, denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. We have community, take the lead, miracle. This would be the solar plexus chakra, and make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So I'm going to look at the back of the deck energies as well. So the back of the deck energy here is quest, and you probably won't be able to see them, but I'm putting them underneath. We have children. Your love life is being affected by children. We have feeling alone. This would be the 5 of Pentacles. We have a woman holding heart under community. We have forgiveness underneath denial. And we have magic. Make a wish, believe in miracles, magic surrounds you. And I want to add that we have a miracle as a synchronicity happening twice. So, pile one, how is your person feeling about you? If you walked away from this person, I want to say that they're really feeling it. But I also want to mention that they feel like you were entirely justified in your decision. No matter what, somebody has tried to distance themselves, whether it be you from them or them from you. And if it's them from you, I do sense a feeling of guilt. It seems like your person is entirely torn between taking action and doing nothing. With this Two of Swords, it kind of seems like your person is using outside distractions as a way to avoid this situation. With denial here, I definitely can see that your person fears you and this connection. It's possible, I keep hearing it over and over and over, we're getting the F-boy. And I do kind of get that energy with the Knight of Wands. This person could have been very hot and cold with you, or maybe a bit flighty. And I think that they know that if they are going to reach out to you, they have to be the ones to do it. And to be fair, they want to be the ones to do it, actually. This person really cares about their image in terms of their community and how people view them. It's possible that this connection would stifle them in some way. Maybe part of it is that they are, one, too young. I find that this children card comes out a lot when your person is acting like a child or they need to mature. The biggest thing that your person feels is massive uncertainty towards you, because your connection is almost unlike anything else they've ever felt. It's possible that they could have walked away from a serious relationship in the past, and that's kind of what maybe holds them back or keeps them afraid. Because I feel like with this partnership card being here, your person feels like you guys make a great team. And in fact, deep down, I feel like your person, you know, they might say, oh, you're in the friend zone, or we're just friends, or whatever. But I think they have a special place for you in their heart. And they might not want to admit that. In fact, I think they have this maybe intense bravado about them because they feel alone a lot and they feel very uncertain of themselves, and there's definitely things that they haven't healed from. But one thing's for sure, magic surrounds your connection. Between the magic card here with the unicorn and the miracle, you are definitely a light in this person's life. Whether you are talking to them or not, because I could see like a separation thing here, but I could also see this being talking. I would say it's maybe not super likely that you're dating this person, because I feel like this person wants to make more of an effort towards you, but there could be fear blocking that. If this person did anything to you that was wrong, like maybe was dishonest or wasn't open about what they were doing or who they were seeing, they have a lot of regret for it, and I feel like they're having a hard time forgiving themselves. They could have very well walked away from you, and if they did, I think that definitely happened for a reason. And your person might not have understood why. They just knew that they couldn't stick around. And I feel like Spirit is saying, you know, well, Spirit wants to remind you that rejection is divine protection. And if things didn't work out at the time, that's usually because they wouldn't have worked out anyway. So trust that when things go wrong, there is a reason for it. But your person is thinking about the future right now, and they're not entirely sure where they are going. With this Two of Swords being here, there is some inaction, but I know for sure that your person wants peace with this Dove here. In fact, they don't want any hardship in your connection. I feel like they might be waiting to see you out in the wild. Maybe you guys have mutual friends, or you live in the same area, which could be more difficult right now because of just where we're at with things in the pandemic and all that. But I do feel like your person feels you in a weird way. That's like what I'm hearing. And I was looking at this feeling alone card and this light. And with this moon shining here, I feel like your person sees you as a beautiful light that has risen from so much darkness, or has been a blessing from darkness. Whether you could very well be in contact with this person. I could see a lot of different situations here. But I almost feel like if it is a separation type situation, your person is like hoping for some type of miracle to happen to where they can either get this situation figured out, or have more clarity. Because I'm really guided to notice, if you see in this community card and in this magic card, there's like all these sparkles around you. And I feel like your presence is divine. And I think that when this person met you, or whenever they did this thing that they weren't very proud of, or whenever they walked away, they did it because they weren't sure of their path. They could see many different ways, and maybe they didn't communicate that very well to you, and they're very sorry about that. You don't have to accept the apology. I always want to make that clear, but as a channel, I will say those things. With this Take the Lead and the Three of Wands card, they want to make some sort of effort towards you, but they don't know what that is yet. So I sense some frustration probably on your part and on their part, because they don't know entirely what to do yet. With this Two of Swords and this quest, it's like they could see themselves, it's almost like one option is maybe pursuing this connection, and the other option is to continue as is. Because the Knight of Wands energy can be quite flighty. And maybe for some of you, this could be like long distance. I feel like with the car and the plane, you know, maybe you're not in this person's community, and maybe it's not easy to run into you. So, you know, making this connection happen could be very difficult. I do feel like they're in denial about their feelings for you, because let's make one thing clear. There are feelings here, and I don't want to specify them as feelings of love, but they're definitely feelings of allure, being gravitated towards someone, like a moth to a flame almost. Not trying to call your person a moth, but something about your light and your life is very inspiring to them. With this miracle and magic, there is something almost magical about this connection. I feel like you and your person feel each other, even when you have no reason to, or like they'll just pop into your mind and you just wonder why. With the Six of Wands here, I feel like your person wants to redeem themselves if they have redeeming to do. They certainly, I feel like they're hoping for an option that makes them look good in the public light and also in your eyes. And I feel like their uncertainty right now is because they maybe don't know how to do that. it's like they're trying to figure out how they feel. And I feel like they're a bit impatient with it. With this feeling alone, though, I think that there's something about your connection that has helped them realize that just because you're in a room with a bunch of people doesn't mean that you feel like you have company. You know what I mean? I feel like with this partnership card here, you make them not feel alone. And I think in a lot of ways, you hold their heart. And I don't think they want to admit that. I feel like they would rather say, oh, you know, you're just another person out of the bunch. You know, you don't have to be a woman technically. Like, you can be a man or a woman, or whatever you identify as. But this person definitely does not want to admit under the surface how alone they feel. I feel like they might surround themselves with people a lot to seem like they're good and having a good time. And maybe at some point in the past, they did feel very satisfied by people blowing smoke up their ass. Is kind of what I'm hearing. Like, people just being like, oh yeah, like, you're great, you're the best, and having that community approval. And I think once they formed a deeper connection with you, whether it was just through talking or through, you know, physical means, I feel like they realized they were lonely in a way that they didn't even know they were lonely in. And now that you're not around, whether you walked away, whether they walked away, whether they did something wrong and you were like, nah, screw this, I'm out, whatever the case is, they feel it. They feel the absence of your presence, and they know that the ball is in their court. No matter what, whatever has happened in this situation, they're fighting their denial because they know that there's something more here. And it's almost like you came into their lives at a time when it was incredibly inconvenient for them, is what I'm hearing. They were still trying to figure themselves out. But I feel like you definitely shook this person to their core. And you made them question everything they thought they knew and everything they thought they wanted. Intuitively, they know that you have their heart. But I think the problem here is that this person is not big on intuition. I think they're more about logic. I also think with this Knight of Wands here, this tends to be hit it and quit it energy. And I'm not saying that they feel that way in terms of you. That could have been the original intentions, though. And I don't say that to try and hurt your feelings. I say that to make you aware of how this person operates. Like, they're here for a good time, not a long time. And I just keep hearing, make it right. I have to make it right. Like, your person wants to make this situation right because they find you to be very trustworthy. And I think that you've always given them inspiration. You've always helped them. And you never asked for anything in return. And I think that your genuine spirit and your kind heart and the light that you emanate, you could be a light worker as well, really made an impression on this person. And I think they want to do right by you, but they just don't know what that is yet. But they want to come forward. They want to make some kind of effort, but they're going to have to grow up a little bit. And they're going to have to, you know, get out of this denial and be willing to take the lead with this Three of Wands. I feel like the more they avoid this, the further, the more their passion for you is going to be ignited, which is kind of insane. But rest assured, there are feelings here. But what this person is doing about it is questionable. I think it will differ for all of you. It might be a text. It might be talking in person when they see you next. It might be a lot more silence. With this Two of Swords here, I feel like this person logically is in denial about this connection, because maybe enough didn't happen here for you both to feel as strongly as you do. And I feel like this person has really tried to keep their walls up, and something about you disarms them, and I think it scares the shit out of them. But I think they feel very alone without you. And I think this person wants to do the right thing, whatever the right thing is to them. Their definition of the right thing might be different from your definition of the right thing, so keep that in mind. But I do feel like this person really does want to... they don't even know what they want to do. They don't know. All they know is that they feel insane because they logically should be able to get over you, and they feel like they can't. And that's only going to resonate for some of you if this is like a separation type thing. Because for others, I do feel like this could be a talking situation where maybe things fell out for a second. But I feel like your person sees you as somebody very special. They see you as somebody that they could partner up with. They see you as an equal or far better than they. And I think it's gonna be different for all of you what this person does. But let's see what they would say to you so that we can get a better idea. I'm gonna clear these bottom of the deck energies out of the way just so we have a bit more room. But yeah, fire's a big thing here. They feel a lot of passion for you and drive, and they might have thought like, oh, this would be fleeting, and I think they're confused as to why it's not fleeting. And I think they're in denial about their feelings first and foremost. I feel like they're just trying to brush this off as like, oh, you know, they're just a really great friend, whatever. But I definitely feel like this person wants to take charge in this, or at the very least, they know that they have to if they want to see change here. So, Spirit, what would pile 3's person, pile 3, oh my goodness, what would pile 1's person say to pile 1 if they could be truthful? Where did pile 3 come from? So 333 might be an important synchronicity here. We do have that 3 with that 3 of Wands. Okay, so we will be together again coming out. I replay our conversations over and over. I wonder if you are happy without me. Yeah, this definitely, I was getting a vibe like, oh, this person messed up. They messed up. And I don't think this person is very good at apologies. And I almost can like feel some of y'all watching like snapping and clapping to this like, yes. But just know, you've been very gracious about a lot of this. And yeah. And on the back of the deck, I want to tell you how I feel. And underneath that, I hope you can forgive me one day. So yeah, there's definitely huge energy here of this person like recognizing that they messed up. And I think the situation is going to differ for all of you in terms of how this person makes the effort or takes the lead. But know they want to, but also know that they are being blocked by their confusion and their logic. They're not really listening to their intuition. I feel like they fear their emotions because their emotions can get them into trouble sometimes. I'm not ready for this connection. Yeah, that could be why they walked away. What else would pile 1's? Okay, I'm going to take the ones that fell upright. So we have deep down, I still feel you. Yeah, that's that light. That's that magic where this person is like, what on earth is going on here? I think you're the one. I see us getting married one day, and I think about you every day. Yeah, that's pretty clear. This person is literally fighting their denial about how they feel about you, which is kind of... They're confused, and I feel like they've never been in a situation like this before. And truthfully, I feel like this person has gotten away with a lot in the past, and I feel like they're scared they might not be able to get away with that with you. And I feel like they know that if they're gonna come back, they gotta come right. And so that's why they're like, they're thinking about how they need some type of miracle. And on the back of the deck we have, I've hidden how deep my feelings really are, and I don't know what I want. So I think this is definitely valid. Like, this person wants to act like you're just a friend, but as we saw with the, you know, woman holding a heart, where is she? Right here, you know, whether, no matter what your gender is, whether this person would like to admit it or not, you have sparked feelings in them. And with this miracle, I think something about your integrity and your morals and the way that you always do right by people, even if they don't necessarily do right by you, is something very admirable. And I feel like this person, you know, didn't give you the benefit of the doubt first. They assumed you were like everybody else. And I think as the more they got to know you, they were like, oh shit, like this person, like they are, i.e. you, they are different. And I feel like you touch them at the soul, not in like a creepy way, but like, I don't know, not in a creepy way. That's my point. But whether this person would like to admit it or not, there is something more here. And they're going to have to let go of their denial and start listening to their intuition if they ever want to see anything change. But let's get some advice for you for this connection. I'm using this affirmators deck. It's so fun, and I love the advice on it. So let's just see what advice Spirit wants you to know. So Spirit, what advice would you give to all my pile 1 people about this connection? What do you want them to know? Okay. So we have, on the back of the deck, we have vulnerability, and what popped out is independence. I embrace total independence, and I see how empowering that is. Even when I'm in a relationship, I can still be independent by meeting my own needs and creating my own happiness. When I do that, I'm the fullest version of myself, and I have much more me to give without needing pieces of me in return. And then the asterisk says, a scientifically impossible expectation. So I love this card because this isn't talking about how you need to stand strong. If you are hearing me say, you know, this person knows that they're going to have to come right, like they're going to have to be the ones to show you that they want this and that they've changed, you being in your independent energy and just trusting that whatever is right will come to you, whether it's this person or somebody even better. Staying in your independent energy and giving to yourself is what keeps you in that energy of being able to receive love from other people. And with vulnerability, I allow myself to talk about my feelings without fear of external judgment or internal drama. When I express my feelings, a couple of funny things happen. 1, I feel like a kindergartner. 2, everything gets lighter, easier, and filled with the comforting glow of honesty. Hey, no wonder kindergartners seem so fun and stress-free. So I love this too, because Spirit is saying that you also need to be willing to be vulnerable with this person as well. If they open up to you, you can't have your walls up in return. You know what I mean? You have to be willing to be upfront with them, and that might help them feel less crazy, because you might also feel crazy. But being vulnerable, and it's okay to admit that you have feelings for someone. Like, if you have feelings for this person and you're trying to push it away, but at the same time you secretly want them deep down, you need to be vulnerable with yourself and talk about your feelings and say, hey, you know what? I know that this person maybe didn't do right by me, but I feel something really deep and I still feel strongly for them, and I forgive them, or I'm willing to let go of this, just for your own peace of mind. Because when you can be vulnerable with yourself, it's a lot easier to be vulnerable with other people. And I know that sounds kind of weird, like being vulnerable with yourself. Like, typically we think that we are vulnerable with ourselves, but it's actually really hard to get in touch with your feelings sometimes. So I would check into your heart chakra, maybe do some heart healing affirmations or something like that. But maybe taking time to meditate or get more in tune with your feelings or write your feelings down, just so that you're acknowledging them, will help you be more vulnerable, because you're able to see your emotions from an outside perspective, if that makes sense. But yeah, staying in your independence, trusting that's what's good for you is what will come, is the best energy you could be in. And I hope these are already affirmations. And, you know, just trust, like, if you're waiting for this person to make a move, you know, don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Because at the very least, at least you know that, like, even if things don't work out, even if things just go kaputs, at least you can say that you are being your authentic self and you are always staying in alignment with your true feelings and what you felt and at the deepest parts of your core. And this person already sees you like a guiding light. And so you might have to be the person to set by example and be able to be vulnerable and be open so that they know how to do it. Maybe this person just doesn't know how. But let's go ahead and get into charms and see what we can find there. Okay, so pile 1, Spirit, what is pile 1's person feeling for pile 1? Okay. So to start off with, we have the octopus, and if you have your boundaries up with this person, they definitely feel it. But the 8 of Cups in a different deck is actually represented by the octopus. So I do feel like this person is trying to separate their emotions from you in a weird way. Like they're trying to separate themselves from their feelings about you, but I think they're having a hard time. With the ladybug here, this to me is always a sign of good luck. But the ladybug to me also is a sign where there needs to be some inner child healing and some commitment to your root chakra and working on grounding. I think this is advice for both of you, but actually ladybugs are attracted to people with a very open root chakra. So something, if you've been wanting to help this connection move along or facilitate some change, working on your root chakra and healing your inner child is very helpful for that. And I could make a video about inner child healing because it is very difficult and very weird, but it is very worth it. And your root chakra has a lot of karmic resolution attached to it. So working through your root chakra is pretty important. So we also have the dinosaur, and so I feel like you're just fossilized in each other's memories. You guys definitely have history, and I think that neither of you can really let go of each other as much as you'd like to. We also have the angel here, so it definitely seems like this connection is being divinely guided. It seems like, you know, you are brought into each other's lives for a reason, and that definitely needs to be honored. We have the monkey here. And with the monkey, I always think of monkey mind. And I also kind of think of the 9 of Swords with this card, only because that's when we let our anxiety run like crazy. And I feel like you both are maybe worrying and overthinking about this connection a bit too much. Know when it's time to tell your monkey is to take a hike and just say like, yo, shut up. Like everything will be fine. I'm good. I'm an independent being. I am full of love. I am connected with the universe, and I trust that the universe will bring me what I deserve. So we also have the lantern. So a hermit mode could be required here. Maybe your person is in a hermit mode. Maybe you're also in a hermit mode. But this also speaks to that inner light that we were talking about. Virgo energy represented here as well. You know, keep following your inner light because that will guide you where you need to go. We also have the duck. So, you know, to me, this is all about getting your ducks in a row, focusing on you, getting your shit together. Because if you don't have your shit together, you're not even going to be ready for this person. And also just trust that an ugly situation can turn into a beautiful swan. So things form, things grow, things change. I was about to say trans change, and that's not a word. Okay, so we also have an M on the door. So we have an M and a W, whichever way you want to take that, but it's definitely came out as an M. So this is always Spirit saying when one door closes, another opens. There are new opportunities coming, but you might need to close off some things from the past. We also have the elephant here, which the elephant to me always makes me think of someone wise, someone very charming. And, you know, I feel like you both have the ability to overcome any obstacles in your path. It just might be a slow and steady way of going about it. We also have P. So maybe nighttime is really important. Maybe you guys have dreams about each other. I'm just thinking with like the PM. Also heard Prime Minister. I don't know why. It's like making me think of that Simpsons episode when they're in Australia and they're talking to Mr. Prime Minister. But we also have I love my cat. So if one of you guys or both of you guys have cats, there could be a strong connection there. If you guys had a physical connection, this person and you're female, this person could be thinking about you know what I'm insinuating. I'm not even gonna go further. But there's that. And also, you know, I think cats know their worth and you have to work for their love. So I feel like Spirit is saying, you know your worth, make them work for it. Okay, so let's see what else. So we'll get some other numbers and letters here. Spirit, pile 1. Okay. So we have another M coming out, M or W, however you want to see it, and it is stuck in a 5. We have a T, her trademark. Oh, okay. Well, I see the letters Tom and Tomcat. Tomorrow, I just heard pomegranate. We also have a C. So maybe you guys work for the same company or something like that, or that's how you met. One or both, like one of you could be a cop. Or you could be in that energy of like, what are you, a cop? We have 2 M's or 2 W's, however you want to see that. We have a 2 and a 5, a 4 and another 5. So 555, 444, 545, 245. This could be April, so that would be Aries and Taurus. This could be February, so Aquarius and Pisces. And March would be Taurus and May. 5 is May. That would be Taurus and Gemini. But I did say March, and that would also be Pisces or Aries. So those as well. But those do kind of reflect a general season. So that could be a time when things change. So to leave off, let's give you guys some songs. So pile 1. What messages for pile 1? Are there? And like I said, you know, sometimes the messages, it could be the song, it could be the artist, it could be the lyrics, whatever. So what we have here, okay, so we have Believe in Me. I don't know how to say this right, but I think it's H2O hat or H20. I don't know. Feel free to correct me. But this song is actually a pretty good song. And I definitely feel like that's the energy that your person's in. Like they want you to believe in this, and they want to feel like they can believe in themselves. Oh my gosh. Okay. This song is iconic. Kissin' You by Miranda Cosgrove. I was literally listening to this today. This is iconic song all the way around. We truly don't deserve our queen, Miranda Cosgrove. And then we have Lucid Dreams by Juice WRLD. So yeah, that PM, that nighttime lucid dreams, it's like maybe you guys can keep each other off your minds until it's late at night, and then it all just comes back. But pile 1, I am going to leave this reading here. Thank you so much for watching all the way through. If you did, definitely go ahead and leave me a like and subscribe for more readings like this. I have a lot more coming, and I'm really excited for what I have to come. Thank you guys so much for giving me the opportunity to read your cards and charms. Definitely let me know down in the comments how it resonated. I would love to hear. And feel free to follow me on my other socials, and mostly everywhere it's at x, but that is in the bottom of my description. I also wanted to mention I'm not taking personal readings right now, but I appreciate everyone who did book with me. It was so wonderful. But yeah, I'm wishing you guys a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching this, and I'm wishing you the best moving forward. Bye. Hi there, pile 2. If you guys chose the Wishing Well and the Way of the Panda Tarot, this is how your person is feeling and anything they want you to know. I know I've been out of commission for a hot sec. So sorry if you can hear music. I live above people, and they usually have it on when, actually, no, I'm not gonna air out their business, but yeah, I'm sorry. I can't fix the music in the background, so hopefully it'll stop, but just bear with me if you continue to hear that. As usual, I have your oracle shuffled. We're gonna do charms, we're gonna do channel messages, we're gonna do songs, whole 9 yards today. So we are just asking how pile 2's person truly feels about pile 2. We're open to whatever messages are coming through today. So we have the Hierophant. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Knight of Swords. I love this Knight of Swords. He's so ferocious. We have Judgment. And on the back of the deck, we have the Star. Oh, I love the Star. We have the Queen of Cups underneath that. How precious. Okay, so let's go ahead and move in with our oracles. I have all of the backs of the decks like laid out so that they're there. And I'll go through those as well. So we have Healer. You have powerful healing gifts. Have faith in your abilities. Stay true to your path as a healer. We have Empathy. I'm open to seeing both sides of the situation. We have Goddess of the Moon. We have Embrace, which is the World card. We have Bittersweet. And we have Express Your Love. Now, the back of the deck energies are Deception. And you might not be able to see these fully, but I'm going to try to keep them in the camera. We have Self-Worth, Helpless and Hopeless, which this would be the Eight of Swords, I believe. We have Contract. We have Service. I feel good when I can help others. And we have Past Lives. Release your past life karma. You're an old soul with deep wisdom. Healing your past lives will raise your vibration. So, hello, my empaths. Good to see you. Why am I not shocked that you picked the Panda Tarot? So, my Panda peeps, how is your person feeling about you? You've rocked this person's world in good ways and in bad ways. With this Hierophant card, they see the world in a whole new light because of you. And the feelings that they have for you run quite deep, whether they would like to admit it or not. This totally is like a person who has the energy of wanting to be open and honest, but also not being the best at expressing themselves, whether it's because they're quite excited. But this person has things that they want to communicate to you, and they might not be communicating to you at all, But how this person, the semantics don't really matter. How this person feels about you, they feel you in their soul. With this healer and this empathy card, I feel like the kindness that you've given to this person, the understanding that you've given to this person, the wisdom that you've laid upon this person. I mean, we got a note here. We have the Hierophant, Judgment, and the Star. So we definitely have some like heavy energies coming out. You have changed how this person views the world. And I feel compelled to say this. This is not going to resonate for all of you. But for some of you, I almost feel like this person could be married in another commitment, like a loveless marriage that you stay in because you have children together, or, you know, this person might be literally like married to their job. They might be, for whatever reason, this person feels like they're restricted from you. With this contract, you know, your energy is like all bets off the table. And their feelings about you are quite bittersweet, because I do feel like for some of you, something ended here. A cycle was closed out. And I feel like this person has chosen to embrace that. But there's something bittersweet about, like, maybe this person had to choose themselves. With self-worth being on the back of the deck, maybe they realized that they need to work on themselves. And if they were just, you know, expressing how they felt to you, they would also be deceiving themselves, because maybe they have work to do. With this helpless and hopeless here, I feel like this person tries to act like they've got everything under control, like everything is fine, like the scales are even, and they don't need to see what's moving forward, because they already know. If this connection ended, this person feels bittersweet towards it, because on one hand, they miss you a lot, but they also know that they did what was right. They feel like they did what was right. And maybe they did what was wrong. And the bittersweetness is maybe they were doing something wrong to you by doing what was right to others. It's almost like this person was in a very tricky situation when it came to you. And I feel like this person is pretty by the book and traditional, and you're anything but. You're quite unconventional, pile two, and I feel like that needs to be brought out. The empathy here that you have for this person, and I feel like you probably are already pretty aware of this person's situation, and it's like maybe you guys know that this isn't to be right now, or it can't happen right now, and like it's like you guys love each other from a distance. Or maybe, you know, you chose yourself instead of this person. Maybe this was getting too codependent, maybe it was getting too much. No matter the case, some type of cycle is closing out, and I feel like they're starting to embrace the feelings that they have for you. They have learned so much from you. And with the dragonflies here, I feel like they're starting to see the truth of this connection. With the star being on the back of the deck, I feel like they have a lot of hopes and a lot of dreams for this connection. And the star is so sweet to me, because it's like, you know, they're like wishing upon a star for something to happen in relation to your connection. With the Hierophant, we often see feelings of commitment here, or wanting to commit. If anything, it definitely seems like this connection has a higher or deeper spiritual purpose, and there's definitely a reason that it is in your life, and your person is aware of that. They have had some intense realizations, and it's helping them embrace whatever situation you guys are in. And I feel like your person is trying to embrace you as well, whether it's energetically from afar or by making actions in the 3D. With the Goddess of the Moon here, this person is really starting to listen to their intuition when it comes to you. And I feel like you are what helped them awaken that side of them. I feel like before they could have been very 3D, very practical, logical. And this connection has been challenging for them. It's been very challenging. And I do feel like they have this sense of guilt because they want to be like your knight in shining armor, I heard, but for whatever reason they can't. And I think that your generosity and your kindness and the way that you think of others has had a lasting impact on them. And no matter what, your energy is very, very healing. This is totally light worker energy to me. And the feelings they have for you run hella deep. Let's just be real. They run so deep. And with the Hierophant here, you know, this person is very by the book. And with this past lives, you know, it's possible you guys have had past life connections together. I feel like this person admires how deep your wisdom is. I almost feel like this person could be older than you, and they're like shook by how wise you are, like total old soul energy. You've taught them a lot, and you've taught them a lot about themselves. And I also feel like you've helped teach them how to choose themselves. And so when it comes to the future, they feel a lot of hope when they think about you. They feel a lot of brightness. They're seeing the truth. They're seeing in color the way they weren't before. And I feel like they want to communicate this to you. But they might be, you know, for whatever reason, waiting for a contract to be up. They might be in legal stuff. They don't feel very great right now. And I feel like that's what they're not wanting you to know. With this bittersweet, I definitely feel like on the surface, they're trying to act like everything is all good. Everything is A-okay. But intuitively, I think you know, as in the viewer, know that there's something off about them. Even if you're not talking to this person, I feel like you kind of know, like something's up. And there is something up. But let me be clear, it's not your job to deal with it. And as an empath, one of your biggest responsibilities is to be able to trust that other people can work through their own issues, because you've got to work on yourself. And this person recognizes all the healing qualities you have. Like, you might just have the best hugs ever, like the most healing hugs ever. I feel like this person just finds you very beautiful. If you have like long hair, they really love your hair. And I feel like they're just hoping for another opportunity with you one day. And they hope for that. Or they hope for the stars to align and for something to change, to improve here. Bottom line, you give this person hope. And you've really changed the way they view the world. And they've realized a lot about this connection, and they want to communicate that to you. Now, whether they do or not is up to each individual situation. But I do feel like this person wants to talk to you. They might not reveal the depths of their feelings because they are in their feels about you. And I feel like they're hoping for another opportunity with you. They're trying to stay positive about this connection. They're trying to have an optimistic outlook, because I think they've realized a lot of what they couldn't see before, because it's almost like they were blindfolded and you took off that blindfold. You've shown them a new way of being, and it's scary, and it's almost bittersweet. Like, they know that at some point, you know, bittersweet is just something that keeps coming out because it's like they have to sacrifice something in order for your energies to be right. Whether that sacrifice is something else, a job, maybe they're not in the position to make sacrifices. Maybe they have children that they have to think about. There's so many different situations I could see here. But bottom line, they feel you in their soul, and they don't understand that, which I think they're starting to. But I think they've also realized that if they ever want to be a good partner, they have to focus on their own self-worth. And I feel like this person is just growing. They're trying to get better. They're trying to be better. And I feel like you're the person that inspired this person to want to be better. And this person also knows you have not had it easy. And it's quite possible that this person contributed to some of the hardships that you've experienced and dealt with. And if they have, they're very sorry. You don't have to accept that apology. But this person 100% just thinks the world of you, the absolute world. And they truthfully might feel like they're not good enough for you. And that's why they're working on their self-worth. They have to work on that. And it's like they would be deceiving themselves if they express their love to you when they know that they're not in a position to be ready for that. It's almost like they let go of something, or maybe let go of this connection to protect you from like implicating you in something in their lives, because they didn't want to do wrong by you, because they know that like people have done wrong by you, and people have really tested your patience, honestly, and given and taken when all you do is give. And I feel like your person just recognizes what a sweet soul and a kind heart you are, and they don't want to contribute to that energy. So let's go ahead and get into channeled messages. Sorry, I'm like moving all of these. We'll see what your person wants to say to you, and what they're thinking, what they're feeling. You know, I think originally maybe they were closed off to you, or maybe they thought originally you could be like, honestly, I get heavy tarot reader vibes here. I get witchy vibes. Whatever it is that you do, however you heal, whether it's Reiki, whether maybe you're a doctor, maybe you're studying to be one, you know, whatever it is, this person sees your side and understands where you're coming from. And it might have taken time and energy for this person to truly understand your perception of things. But man, when I say that they've seen the light, they've seen the light. And I think you just, no matter what, they have hope for the future, because like you exist. They're like, oh my God, like thank God someone like this exists, because I know that there actually are people with good and kind intentions in the world. So let's see what they would say to you. So Spirit, what would pile two's person say to pile two if they could be completely honest? Okay. So we have, I hope that you can forgive me one day. I'm starting to understand our connection. Very similar channeled messages to pile one. I wonder if you are happy without me. And I want you. So 3 of these, I promise I shuffled these really well. But these guys came out in pile 1. So if you were attracted to pile 1, maybe you want to watch that as well. I feel like this person definitely wants you, and they might be trying to close out a cycle to do that. And on the back of the deck, I can't stop thinking about you. I feel like they look up at the stars and they think about you with that star. You know, maybe you're really into astrology, or you like read their birth chart. Maybe you guys went stargazing together or something like that. The night sky definitely has significance here. Let's see what else they would say. So Spirit, what would pile two's person say to pile 2 if they could be completely honest? Okay. So we have complications scare me. Yeah, I feel like that's why they, very traditional by the book, you know, they don't want anything crazy. I'm exhausted. I feel so much joy when you're around. And I have so much that I want to say to you. Yeah, especially that Knight of Swords, man. And on the back of the deck, we have I'm not over my ex. So, but underneath that, I promise I have changed and our connection triggers me. So yeah, so maybe there is an ex and like they're not wanting to implicate you in that because they don't want to, you know, jump into something and not feel like they're ready. They have to do their healing work. They can't rely on just you, you know? They can't rely on you to fix them. It's not your job to fix them. They have to fix themselves. So let's get some advice for you guys and see what Spirit wants you to know in regards to advice here. And maybe that's the bittersweet thing. Like they know that they could have such a beautiful connection with you, but maybe at the time when they had the chance, they weren't ready for it. Okay, so are you serious? Look what's coming out again. So this also came out in the first pile, so you might want to watch the first pile. So the first advice card for you is independence. I embrace embrace coming out again. Total independence. And I see how empowering that is. Even when I'm in a relationship, I can still be independent by meeting my own needs and creating my own happiness. When I do that, I'm the fullest version of myself, and I have much more me to give without needing pieces of me in return. And with the asterisk, it says a scientifically impossible expectation. So I love this because this is definitely rings true for empaths. Like, empaths are notorious for codependent behaviors because as empaths, we want to help and we want to heal. But oftentimes we use helping and healing as a deflection from our own healing. And so Spirit is saying the best thing that you can do in this situation is focus on your own healing so that you can heal others. And on the back of the deck, we have teamwork. I'm determined to be a good teammate in all of my relationships. If we disagree, I'll resist the urge to place blame and look for a way to solve the problem together. When we're a team, everything's a game. And when we're on the same side, nobody can lose. Not even the Cubs. Finally. Oh, that's funny. So yeah, with teamwork, this could also have to do with other connections as well. But I definitely think that if this person wants to share something in the future, like, you guys have to function as a team and see each other as equals, not as one is better than the other, if that makes sense. But so that advice might apply for other things, but it's I still think it's great advice nonetheless. So let's go ahead and look at your charms here. So pile 2's person. Spirit, what do you want pile 2 to know? Okay, so we had this French horn pop out. I should also mention with signs, we have a lot of water. We have Aquarius with the star and Taurus with the Hierophant. So we have the French horn coming out right away, which to me, I would say is an extra sign of judgment. This person has had a huge realization, but we also have like 70 million music charms. So this person could use music as a way to communicate. Maybe you guys played in a band together. That won't resonate for all of you, but maybe you guys both enjoy the same music. You could use music as a way to send signs to one another. This also is a sign of clairaudience as well. And I feel like with both guitars here, this kind of relates to maybe how you both have different styles. Like one of you's more electric and one of you's more acoustic, but together you create like a beautiful harmony. Like, I don't know. We also have the mermaid tail, which to me is Pisces energy, and I would say that as well with the goddess and the moon, which I guess the moon in astrology is ruled by Cancer. So Cancer or Pisces, and Scorpio as well, since we have that water. But with this mermaid tail, you know, I feel like you're just ethereal and almost like a siren. They can't quite let go of you. And with this flying pig, you know, I feel like this person is trying to believe in the impossible when it comes to this connection. With that star, they're really trying to have hope that just everything will work out here. And work out doesn't necessarily mean union or anything like that. It just means working out, like everything happens for the highest good of all. We also have the leaf, so I feel like, you know, you and your person, I think, are both just trying to go with the flow of life right now and follow where the wind takes you. And with fall being over, I can also think of this as, you know, being a time of release. We also have the euro here. The euro on it is 2002, and there's a 50 cent. So I don't know, maybe y'all like 50 cent music. There's also a horse on here as well. Maybe you guys live in Europe. Maybe you travel to Europe. Europe could have a special significance. We also have I'm hearing reap what you sow with this charm. Oh my goodness. I need to stop smudging. It looks like I'm like a chimney boy or something with all this black on my fingers. Yikes. With this charm, I can just see this as like a sign that anything you've been working towards, it will grow, but you have to give it time. This could be relating to other things as well. With the pineapple charm, I feel like this person feels a sense of home with you, but at the end of the day, they also, sorry, I always drop the charms. They also appreciate like your friendship and how friendly and kind you can be to people. Like you make anyone feel welcome, whether they're like a CEO or a janitor. You see everyone the same. It's not about status or money or anything like that. We also have the cat here, so trusting your intuition will do you good. Definitely trust what you intuitively feel about this connection and about this person. We also have the monkey. So Spirit is asking to give your monkey mind a break. Try not to get too in your thoughts about this. Trust what your gut says and don't let yourself overthink. Focus on you. Focus on your own healing, because I promise it helps you move into this energy of independence, because I feel like Spirit is wanting you to be independent of that monkey brain as well. We also have the elephant coming out once again. I always like to see the elephant as overcoming obstacles, but also gaining wisdom and maturity and doing so with grace. So I definitely think that anything you set your mind to, you can accomplish, and both of y'all can break down any barriers that might be in your way, but you both have to be determined. And no matter what, you know, you guys were in each other's lives for a reason, and you've gained a lot of wisdom from this. We also have this heart, and this is the heart of unconditional love for me. And I think that at the end of the day, whether you're with this person or you're not, there's this energy of unconditional love between you two. Like, you don't have to be with me. Like, I, at the end of the day, love you and want you to be happy and want you to have a good life. And I feel like that's kind of the energy that you both are in with one another. And I think that's very beautiful. We also have the number 8 and the number 4. So Leo or Aries could be significant. You could have been born in 1984, and cue the comments, I was born in 2002, which we have that as well. Okay. I'm not, and I didn't mean to mock my younger people. I love you guys just as well. I just think it's funny how I say a year and you're like, I was born in 2004. And I'm like, that's wonderful. But like, that's not what came out. No, but it's all love. I'm just joking. I just see a lot of that and I think it's funny to me. Okay. And let's see, what's this little guy? And so we have a V. I heard V for vendetta. No vendettas here, please. We don't need to hold on to resentments. Okay, so let's get some more letters and numbers. Pile 2. Okay. So we have a Q, we have an X. I heard Don Quixote. I don't know why. If that has any significance, that's just what I heard. We have Q, X, we have H, we have C, Chex Mix. I don't know why that came out. We also have an M or a W, however you'd like to see that. I just heard charming. Headquarters. We also have a 6 or a 9. We have a 1. And we have a 5, so 615, 915. We have that extra 0 as well. So 5109 or 5106, that could be a different combination. Then we have that HQXMC and V. I just heard vortex as well. Okay, oh wait, no, I gotta do songs. Okay, so many things. Hard to keep my brain focused. Okay, so in terms of songs, I ideally want them to be messages from your person, but these could just be messages from Spirit, whether it's the artist, whether it's the song, the lyrics. Just take what resonates, don't let it take from you. So pile 2, Spirit, what do you want pile 2 to know? Alrighty. So we have When Can I See You Again by Owl City. That's a cute song. We also have Should Have Said It by Camila Cabello. I feel like I always say her name wrong. Camila Cabello. And we have we have Skyway Avenue by We the Kings. So quite a poppy group with this one, or pop punky, if you will. But I'm going to leave the messages and the reading here. Pile 2, thank you so much for watching this all the way through. If you did, definitely leave me a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this reading and would like to see more. I've got a lot of other content coming out, and I am working on an empath video right now, so stay tuned, my little empaths. I promise I'm coming for help. Thank you guys so much. Definitely leave me a comment down below if this resonated. And thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to read your cards and charms. I really, really appreciate all of you so very much. My bookings are closed, so I am not booking any personal readings right now, but thank you to everyone who ordered from me. I'm wishing you guys the best moving forward. I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever it is that you're watching, and I hope you'll come back and see me again soon. Bye! Hi there, Pile 3. If you guys chose this cute little caroler and the affirmations tarot, this is your reading and this is how your person is currently feeling about you. So I have your oracles already shuffled and we'll go through the back of the deck energies with those as well. But to start, we're just going to shuffle your tarot, which, so y'all probably know I'm not the best shuffler in the world, but I try my best. I missed y'all so much. I'm so happy to be like back on a more regular basis, and I'm really excited for what's to come. So definitely stay tuned, because there's going to be a lot of interesting developments in the next few weeks. So we are asking, how does your person currently feel about you right now? You could be in a relationship, separated, single, doesn't really matter. We're reading for all of it, and I'm trying to make the messages as general as possible. But to start, we have the 7 of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the 4 of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. I love this High Priestess card. And on the back of the deck, we have the Emperor. So right off the bat, we have some Aries energy here. Quite a bit of, no water, but we have earth, fire, air. Let's go ahead and look at your oracles. So to start, we have friendship. Seek out your soul family, surround yourself with positive people, spend more time socializing. We have courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. We have the door to value. We have throat chakra. We have rejection. And you deserve love. You are lovable. So the back of the deck energies are new love, confusion. I hate whenever this card comes out, because I was doing a reading for myself, and the reason it's bent is because I actually put my elbow on it, and I'm just like, God damn it, Madison, like just don't put your elbow on shit. Okay, so then on the back of the deck here we have the Flow card. We also have the Angel of Balance. We have success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. And we have miracles. Have faith that your miracle is on its way. Your prayers have been answered. Surrender the how. So I definitely feel like this person has not been very forthcoming with you. And in fact, this might be an incredibly confusing connection for you, because trust me, it's confusing for them too. There's definitely a psychic connection here with the High Priestess. You feel this person on an intuitive level, but I feel like for whatever reason, and I'm seeing a lot, this person can't be more than friends with you right now. And you're probably already aware of this, and you're like, thanks for telling me what I already know. But Spirit is definitely saying that this is for a reason. In fact, I feel like your person wishes they could be more, but intuitively they know that they're not what you need. And it's actually taken them courage to not humor this more. With this, I feel like your person is a bit fearful of this connection. But also, I do think financial difficulties are a big factor in your person's life right now, especially with that Four of Pentacles. They're not being very forthcoming when it comes to what's going on with their life, their inner feelings. They're being pretty selfish with their time and energy. And I think that's because they truly need to. It could have gone the other way around. You could have rejected them. But this person also thinks the world of you. I want you to know that. It's this energy of like, this person wants to communicate to you their thoughts and what they're doing and how they're feeling. And they might be, or maybe they're wanting to reach out. And maybe they've already told you a lot of this, and this is just me kind of confirming what they've already said, that they really can't be more than friends right now because they're focused on their own success and truthfully getting their bag. With this store to value, another 4 as well, they're really trying to focus on their own stability right now. And they're really hoping that you don't see this as rejection because they don't want to reject you, and they don't see it as rejection. They see it as, well, I can't be what they need. And in fact, this person is quite confused. Maybe you met this person recently, or if not recently, like you've stirred up new romantic feelings in this person. Because I feel like this new love kind of has to do with you. And it's made this person really confused because they've been in this energy of like, you know, fighting off advances, going after their dreams, going after what they want. But there's something freaky deaky about their friendship with you. With this Angel of Balance, I feel like they're trying to keep a decent distance between you and them. Like, I feel like they want to talk to you more, they want to speak to you more, and they might impulsively go to speak to you. But they have this this interesting energy where like they'll feel something like, oh, I really want to talk to my person, my pile 3. But then they're like, wait, no, shit, I shouldn't. Like, I'm gonna give them the wrong idea. And it's like they're fighting their own selfishness right now. Because with the 7 of Wands, I feel like there are people in this person's life that don't have their best interests at heart. And I think this person is very protective of themselves and their energy. I feel like people have betrayed their trust in the past, and they're really working hard on becoming their own emperor and standing in their own energy. They're trying to be firm, and truthfully, they're trying to give off an energy like they're hard to read. So if they're hard to read, that's why. And even me, I'm like, this person's taking ambiguity to like a new level. With this flow, though, with this Wheel of Fortune, I feel like your person with this situation is just trying to go with the flow. And I think that they know, they think that you are so lovable, and they love so many things about you. And so they almost rejected you if they did, if it wasn't the other way around. Maybe they just say friends. Like, it might not have been an outright rejection, but for whatever reason, if you've been wanting more with this person, they don't think they're the right person right now. And they think so highly of you that they know intuitively that they can't be what you need them to be. And so they also understand, you know, if you find somebody else or if you go somewhere else, because they know that they can't provide more than what they already have. They're focused on money, they're focused on their abundance, they're focused on their success, and they know that they would be out of balance if they humored this. We have a lot of 2s and 4s here, and I think intuitively they know that there's something more here. And I think that they're hoping that in the future, I love how similar this courage and this flow card is. I feel like they're hoping that the future will change things and that things might align in the future. But they're also being realistic, and they're not wanting to hold you back from anything. Intuitively, they know that there's something more here. They feel it too. But they're also really freaking scared, which they use the F word in my head when I'm trying to not get demonetized. This really scares them, and so they withdraw a lot. I don't think they're used to connections like this, and I think typically they're not a very romantic person in general, and I think this connection has brought out weird feelings in them, and they accept that this can't be more than friendship right now. But with both of these cards representing the crown chakra, there's definitely a spiritual connection here, and the High Priestess really confirms that there's something intuitive here. And I think both of you are aware that there's something deeper here. But the truth of the matter is that your person acknowledges that they don't have the time, the energy, or the material abundance that they would like to give to you. And you might be saying, well, I don't need that. And from their perspective, that doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter what you need. They're focusing on what they need, and they don't want to be seen as bad for choosing themselves. And so I think they also just have hope that you'll choose you as well. It's almost like this person wants to see you with someone else so that they can confirm their own insecurities and be like, see, I knew that there'd be someone better out there for them. Like, this person does have a pretty self-deprecating energy, if I'm gonna be honest. They really don't think very well of themselves, and they want to be this emperor, and I feel like if anything, they're this Four of Pentacles. And their intuition confuses them. They're very confused by this connection. And I feel like they're hoping that if enough time will pass, they'll have the clarity that they're looking for. And I think that they're trusting that the divine will kind of figure this out. And I feel like this person, if they have any feelings, like, which I think they do, but it's hard for me to say that they have feelings for you because, well, one, I feel in my gut, like I feel like those butterfly, anxious-y feelings. So I feel like that's probably what they feel when they're around you or when they think about you. But I think they don't understand these feelings, and it's possible that they've kept these feelings quite secret from you. And so you're probably like, yeah, this person only sees me as a friend. And it's like, well, friend asterisk. Like, I feel like if this person was in a better energy, like they were more confident in themselves and they could speak their truth, they're blocking their heart space, that's for sure. And I feel like they see you as someone really special and really great, and they never want to hold you back. And they want you to know that they will never blame you or be upset with you for choosing love or choosing somebody that isn't them. Because they acknowledge that you deserve that. You deserve that. You're wonderful and you're so lovable. And this person is trying to find their own inner strength right now. And I just kind of feel really worn out. Like with this person, I feel like they're really tired. And they don't really have the energy right now to look at it from a higher perspective. I feel like they're kind of afraid of this connection and what it does. So for them, it's a lot easier to just be stone cold and say, no, we're just friends, that's it. But there's something deep down. I love how this High Priestess is like winking. It's almost like, you'll see, boo. Apologies if you can hear my water tank. Yeah, this person is working on their stability. And it might be a matter of maturity. Maybe this person, needs time to mature. And sometimes I see people and they're like, well, my person is like 40 or my person is like 76. I don't think I've ever seen someone say that their person is 76. But even if they are, like, you can be 76 years old and be immature as hell. Like, age is just a number. Maturity is really what defines you. Like, you know, you can be old and have a young soul. You're only as old as you feel. Truthfully, I feel like I'm 80 million years old all the time. So, you know, it's just how anybody feels at a given time. And I think that they're trying to conserve their time and their energy because they're fighting off a lot of bullshit, if I'm going to be honest, in their personal life. They might be trying to start a business, or like they might be trying to work for a promotion, or they might just be trying to better their financial situation. And I think that, you know, they don't have a lot of people in their corner. I feel like their vision of the world is very different, and they have a very unique perspective, and maybe that's something that you really admire and appreciate about them. But they almost feel like they're not a good fit for anyone. Like, they're better off being alone, and that's kind of sort of their self-sabotaging tendencies, but also they don't really have a good sense of self-worth. And they haven't really learned how to let spirit in more. And I feel like this really just makes me think of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. You know, and if you've never heard of that, it's a psychological concept, and it essentially is like a pyramid. And the bottom of the pyramid is like food, shelter, comfort, security, like the basic needs. And the very top of the pyramid is self-actualization. And I can't remember all of them right now. I'm a bad student, but I've already graduated, so I don't need that anymore. Okay, but anyway, not the point. This person can't really be their full self right now because they're kind of on the bottom of that pyramid. They're focusing on their own security. And I think the second one above that is feelings of safety and feeling like secure and nurtured. So I feel like, you know, they're on the bottom of that pyramid. So they can't really get up to that level of understanding this connection more because they're too much in the energy of just trying to keep things going right now, keep things moving for them. They've got to focus on what they need. And I feel like they want to communicate this to you more, but it's almost like they don't know how, or they might just stop as soon as they're about to say something. It's a very frustrating energy to be in, and I'm sure it's a frustrating energy to experience. But I feel like this person thinks very highly of you, and they only want the best for you. And truthfully, they don't think that they're the best for you. They don't think that they're the best at all, and they kind of think that they suck. And that's a sad energy to be in, but also remember that it's not your job to prove that to this person, because you can tell the person over and over and over how wonderful you think they are, but they really won't believe it unless they actually start to see it for themselves. And truthfully, I feel like this person feels maybe more guilt when you invest energy in them. Like, they don't even think they're worthy of you wasting your time and energy on them. Though their words, not mine. Like, don't shoot the messenger. But that they do see it that way. They are pretty self-deprecating, and they're focusing on their basic needs right now, because that's what they need to do in order to be able to literally do anything else. Okay, so let's see what your person would say to you. I'm gonna move these guys out of the way just so I can like focus a little more. Ah, the bag moved. Don't move, Mr. Bag. Okay, sorry for my internal dialogue. Okay. So, Spirit, what would Pile 3's person say to Pile 3 if they could be completely truthful? We need to let each other go. Yeah, I feel like that's totally the energy this person is in. Like, they're like, I can't. I'm so attracted to you. And that's why it's so frustrating to them. Because they're like, really? Like, I like this person. Like, they just think the world of you. Like, they think so highly of you, actually. I'm becoming a better person. Yeah, like, they're working on their own Like, it's not like they're entertaining other people. I mean, they might be, but like, even if it is, it's definitely not serious. I feel like this person is totally in the mode of like, I can only have friends right now. I lost myself for a little while, and on the back of the deck, I don't react when people mention you. And that totally makes sense with that Emperor energy. I feel like they act stone freaking cold about this, and it might be kind of infuriating, and it might make you feel inferior, but just know, like, they feel inferior to you. Like, that is the truth of the matter. So what else would pile 3's person say? Okay, well, here we have exactly what I was saying before. I bury myself in my work. I wish I could take it all back. I have so many regrets. I didn't realize what we had until it was too late, but I need to find myself. And on the back of the deck, I wish I could love you the way you deserve. They also think you're hot, so yeah, that's all that, like, this is all just confirming everything that I was saying. So yeah, it's like, you can't sit on a sinking ship because you want the other person to swim. If a person is choosing to drown, you can't also drown trying to save them. Like, this feels like sink or swim energy, and your person is trying to swim, but the thought of adding another person into that would like make them feel like they're sinking. This is definitely a solitary energy, and I feel like this person just needs their time to themselves right now, and they have a right to that time. Now, that doesn't mean, you know, if they're dishonest or something like that, you know, that's a whole different thing. But this person is really trying to make it clear that they're very confused by this connection. They're very confused by their feelings. And they know that there's something more here, but they're even in a reading, they are being very secretive and withdrawn about how they're truly feeling, because I think they're quite afraid of their feelings, if I'm going to be honest. And I do think that they probably try to bury them as deeply as they possibly can. So I'm going to get advice for you now. I'm using this Affirmators deck, and I think it is like so dope. So, Spirit, what advice do you have for pile 3 when it comes to this connection? What do you want them to know? I'm thinking of the compassion card. So I'm gonna kind of pull that one out, even though it's not, it didn't come out. I feel like it's relevant, and it also just like makes me really happy. I think it's my favorite card in here, so I'm gonna find it because I think it's relevant to you guys. But while I do that, I'll read the first ones first. Ownership. I take ownership for how I make others feel, and I do my part to repair any bridges I might have burned, or perhaps even lightly singed. If bridge mending feels impossible, then I can start small. Instead of becoming a bridge architect, maybe I'll just skip the bridge and walk the long way around. Taking ownership is great for burning calories. And loyalty. I'm there for the people I care about in whatever way they need me. Ride to the airport? No problem. Bail you out of jail? You bet. Go see your band again? Maybe. The point is when I stand with them, I know I'm a part of something special. And to be honest, it doesn't suck to look around and remember they're standing with me too. So I feel like, you know, if you've done anything that maybe you're not proud of, taking ownership for that has a lot of value. I also think, you know, maybe this is the time to focus on your friends and not on like romantic relationships, because that's also important as well, right? You know, but at the end of the day, these advice cards could have something to do with a different connection or this connection. I just need to find the freaking compassion card because I feel like it's very relevant for your situation, and it just makes me so happy. I think it's hilarious. Okay. In the meantime, you know, what should I talk about while I find this card? I don't even have anything. I'm sure I have interesting things to talk about, but I like can't even think of them right now. Like, do I have any funny stories? Not really. I don't really leave my house. You know, it's not like we're in the energy of that anyway. Where is this damn compassion card? I'm losing a lot of compassion. Okay, I found it. Okay, so I wanted you guys to see this card because I felt like it is really relevant. I also just love the whole centaur thing in his little shoes. I choose compassion over criticism. Walking in a mile in other people's shoes reminds me that they might be going through something tougher than I think. Like their shoes are too tight, or they're the kind of shoes that are too casual to be dressy and too dressy to be casual. Basically, I have no idea what they're dealing with privately, so I'll cut them some slack and be thankful for the shoes I've been dealt. And so I felt like that one was really important for you guys to see because I feel like, you know, this person really keeps their inner struggles to themselves and they might have gone through a lot. And I think, you know, looking at this situation from compassion and love and also maybe admitting when you act out of jealousy or you act out of accordance that's not with your highest good, just taking ownership of that stuff. But I think that, you know, definitely if you're feeling like a lack of love in your life, look for it in other areas, like your friends, your family, your spirit guides, animals. Like there's so many different ways. So let's go ahead and look at your charms now. So what's pile 3? What pile 3? No. Okay. So I love that the 3 came out. Pisces energy could be represented here, or Aries, because it's the month of March. Also 3 is the number of divinity. We have the white dog here, which always makes me think of the Fool. And so I feel like Spirit is saying that a fresh start will come. And we also have the 0 coming out, so that's an even bigger confirmation that there will be some kind of fresh start here. Things will change, but you're gonna need to give it time to shift. We have the dragonfly, so truth always transcends illusion, and I feel like Spirit is saying that the truth of this connection will come out. We also have the worker bee, so I feel like Spirit is asking you to have patience and also just work on yourself. Also work on grounding with this red color here. This is all about the root chakra. Grounding yourself, working on maybe some inner child healing as well. We also have the 7, so kind of some unbalanced energies here. The 7 would definitely be July, so like Cancer or Leo energy as well. We also have the octopus, and the octopus to me, you know, talks about boundaries, and I feel like one thing that you might want to focus on is emotional boundaries, like not overstepping emotional boundaries. I'm not saying that you do, but like, and if you don't, then no problem. But if you find that you have issues with like overstepping your emotional boundaries or people overstepping your boundaries, you might want to be focused on that. But if it doesn't resonate, you know, like I'm not like calling you out on something that doesn't exist. I just want you to be aware of it if it's something that you might want to know about. With this octopus as well, I feel this as like separating yourself from your emotions to see the higher picture and understand that like rejection really is divine protection, and sometimes things really do happen for a reason. We have the letter J. We have a little guitar, so music could be significant here. Maybe you get messages in music, or one or both of you is clairaudient. We also have the number C. Give it up to my man, Jesus Christ. Love him. Love his work. Or CJ, that could be significant as well. We also have the leaf. So I feel like Spirit is asking you to just follow the path of least resistance and go where the wind takes you. I feel like you and this person kind of hold keys to each other's hearts, whether you maybe want to admit it or not. But I definitely think that this could be revisited at some point in the future. You know, obviously energies change, but I feel like your person is just like, Spirit, first of all, with the Sagittarius energy is asking you to be optimistic about this. And just be optimistic for the highest good of all. And trust, oh, sorry, Mr. Ducky, I threw him. Trust that things can get better and that things really do happen for the highest good of all. And energy changes, situations transform, but sometimes, you know, people have to go on their own journeys and their own experiences before they're ready. And, you know, for you, this is the opportunity to either explore other areas of life or just focus on exploring yourself, because, you know, honestly, the most valuable thing you can ever do is work on yourself and heal yourself and be brutally honest with yourself, because it'll do wonders. It'll it'll humble the shit out of you, but it will also do wonders. So let's get some other letters and numbers here. Okay, so we have an H, we have a C, we have a V. I'm thinking of like a Honda CR-V, if that's significant. We have an M or a W. Going ham is something I just heard. We have the number 8. We have number 0. We have 3. We have 5. We have a lot of 5s coming out today. And honestly, a lot of the energies are kind of similar, but like very slightly. I don't know. I think the collective is pretty intense right now. With this H&M could be significant, but also I was thinking of like Her Majesty. Like, this person might see you as like royalty or as just really far above them. So yeah, I definitely feel like this person hopes for a new start, and I feel like Spirit is saying it will once the truth comes out. I feel like this person wants to speak to you and be honest, but they are not ready to reveal all yet, and they need to get in a better place mentally, emotionally. We also have 2 C's, so like double C's. Thinking of Prosecco, which I don't even know if Prosecco has 2 C's in it, so I sound really dumb if that isn't the case. But yeah, I definitely think that maybe they're both, like with these 2 5s, I almost think, you know, maybe there are things that like, there are energies in both your lives that maybe you need to change. If there's any healing that you want to know about working on specifically, inner child healing is great for the root chakra, and I think I'm gonna do a video about that, because inner child healing is not fun and it's kind of rough, but it does have some good. But yeah, so that's your charms. Let me get you some songs. So these can be from your spirit guides, this could be from your person, the name, the artist, the lyrics could be significant. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So Spirit, what messages do you have for pile 3? So this guy fell out. Let's see. We have Bad Vibe by Quando Rondo, I think. It's hard because like I can't read my handwriting and I just like listen to these songs and I don't. Oh, we also have Holiday by Green Day. Great song, great song. And we also have, oh fuck yeah, I love this song. Okay, I by Cody Simpson featuring Flo Rida. Let's see, do we have those numbers there? I always think of the lyric, like, when you think about me, text 143, and okay, well, those are the songs, and quite an interesting difference. So maybe one of those will resonate, maybe all of them will, maybe some of them will. Take whatever. As I've said many times, it's quite a mixed bag. But pile 3, I think this is where I'm gonna leave your reading. Thank you so much for watching this all the way through. If you did, definitely leave me a like and subscribe if you want to see more readings like this in the future. I'm definitely going to be uploading much more regularly now that I'm done with my personal readings, which let me also mention that I am not currently booking. But I've got a lot of exciting stuff coming in the future. Feel free to follow me on my other socials as well. And definitely leave me a comment down below and let me know like how this resonates. I always love reading your guys' comments. You guys are so sweet. So I am wishing you guys the best of luck moving forward. I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever it is that you're watching this. And hopefully you guys will come back and visit me again. Bye. Hi there, Pile 4. If you guys chose the Little Santa and the Synesthesia Tarot, this is your reading and this is how your person is currently feeling. So we're doing everything today, cards, charms, channeled messages, songs. We're going to be looking at, just how your person is feeling in general. This can apply for a lot of situations. It is general, so take it how it resonates, leave what doesn't. But we are asking today, Spirit, how is Pile 4's person feeling about Pile 4? And I do want to say, you guys are on this person's mind, because when I was shuffling your oracles, I kept saying, how is Pile 4's person thinking and feeling about Pile 4? And I was like, bro, this ain't that's not the point. And so I feel like your person is just heavy on their mind. Like they've been thinking about you a lot. But let's go ahead and see. So we have the Empress coming out. We have Strength. We have the Four of Cups. We have Death. Lots of heavy energy here. Lots of heavy energy here, my goodness. And on the back of the deck, we have Temperance. Oh my goodness. Oh, I have to take a deep breath. Wow. Okay. So let's look at your other cards. We have Cycles. Everything has its right time. Honor the cycles of your body. Tune into the moon's magic. I'm going to be real with you guys. I want to cry right now. I feel really sad. And I know that's the energy of the reading. That's not me, because as soon as I'm done, I know I'm going to be off being my dipshit self again. So, and I say dipshit in an endearing way, not in a tearing down way. But anyway, this person is definitely, loneliness. I know that I'm never alone. Door to romance. Opportunity beckons. So that's the second Four of Cups that we see. We have complacency and chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So on the back of the deck, we have forgiving and learning. We have abundance. We have joy and stability, which is the Four of Wands, another 4. We have appreciation, which is coming out as another 6 with that door to romance. We also have grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. And we have delight. Count your blessings and enjoy life. Take pleasure in the simple things. Always expect the best. So typically when the Death card comes out, we can see, typically death is all about change and rebirth. However, with all of the, quite frankly, grim imagery that I'm just seeing in my mind's eye and that I'm feeling, and with the grief here and the complacency, there could have been a significant, I'm not saying that somebody is going to die in your person's life. No. I will never, ever say that, first of all. That's, incredibly unethical. And if a tarot reader does that, I'm not trying to knock other tarot readers, but I don't think it's ever right or okay to... Anyway, this Death card. I feel like your person recently lost somebody very special to them. Or, I'm seeing two different scenarios. Either your person lost somebody very special to them, or this person lost your connection. So there's going to be essentially two groups here. And truthfully, it could be both. You could have both here. But the biggest thing that I'm seeing here, how your person is feeling, look at how many 8 major arcanas we have. This is wild. And I'm not saying that as major cards are better. I'm saying major cards are more significant. And there's a lot about the cycles of life, and there's a lot of cyclical energy here. Your person has quite literally had a shock to the system. And I think it was through a very hard experience, whether the death of a relationship or a death of a loved one. This person realized that they don't have all the time in the world to do what they want. And Spirit's saying they have much more awareness of their own mortality. And I think it's quite scary for them. And honestly, my heart breaks for your person, because it seems like what they're going through is quite heavy and troubling. And if this is something that you're going through as well, like, my heart breaks for you as well, if this is something where you guys ended things. Because if you guys were in a relationship with this person definitely realized too little too late how special you were and how much you meant to them. They see how beautiful you are with that Empress. They feel like you've grown so much and you're so strong and resilient. And what's kind of ironic here is that we have Death and we have Empress, which is usually about birth and creation. And this complacency card is really speaking to me, because this is all about not following through on dreams because we get too complacent. And this person was either complacent in your relationship and that's why it's over, or this person, because of this, if it's the other side where this person lost somebody close to them, and maybe they didn't literally lose them physically, like maybe they didn't die, maybe they moved away, or maybe there was a falling out, something like that. This person realized that they don't have all the time in the world to go after their dreams. And I think that they know when it comes to you, there's a romantic opportunity here, but they have a cage around their heart. And in fact, they're kind of refusing to see an opportunity. I think they're so blindsided by their own feelings of sadness and grief and fear that they're not able to see much else. And with this abundance card, I feel like they're trying to seek more abundance in all areas of their life. And I feel like they're going back and thinking about all the ways in life that they've fucked up. And I know I'm not supposed to say that, but hopefully the algorithm will pick up on it. But that's what they're thinking. Sorry if that was harsh. That's their thoughts channeling through me. Don't shoot the messenger. This person misses you a lot, and I think that's why they wanted me to make it clear that you're on their mind. With this joy and stability card, this is the Four of Wands, and I feel like they do feel a lot of joy and stability. You have a very stable presence in their life, and maybe they didn't appreciate that originally, but if you've been there for them through this really difficult time, they really appreciate you. No matter what, they really appreciate you. They appreciate how beautiful you are, how kind, how compassionate, how understanding you are. But this person is grieving, and they're appreciating what they weren't appreciating originally. Their perspective on life is changing. And they also recognize that there's something very strong here that maybe they didn't appreciate before. And with this forgiving and learning, I feel like they're hoping that you will forgive them. The Temperance card being here, I feel like they're trying to find balance in their own life. And with all of these 4s and 6s, they're really trying to find stability. And I feel like they're trying to not be so complacent in what they do anymore. But I feel like they're waiting. It's kind of complicated for me reading this pile 4, because the main message is the same: how highly they think of you, how strong they find you, how much they want this situation between you both to change, but also recognizing that there needs to be time, like things need to change, the cycles of life need to change. I feel like you've been there for this person in ways that not many other people have, and they really appreciate that. And if this person is in a state of grieving, they might not be ready to reach out or to let you know what's going on. But we have appreciation twice. So if this person lost you because they were complacent and they didn't, treat you the way you deserved, if they didn't appreciate this relationship, they certainly do now. And they certainly see your worth now with the Empress. And, maybe you're the one that walked away. Maybe you guys never were really even in a relationship. Maybe this was just a situationship that never got to be. Like, this person was waiting for something to happen, and maybe you got tired of it and you were like, you know what? Like, F this, I'm out. Like, I deserve better. This person feels very lonely and they miss you a lot. You're so fun to be around, and there's no other person like you, pile 4. To them, like, you are the ultimate. And with this Temperance card here, I always see this as divine guidance and being divinely guided. I feel like this person acknowledges now that you are in their life for a reason, or that you were in their life for a reason. And that whatever they did, they hope that at some point you can forgive them, because they do have a lot of regrets. But for some of you, this person might have walked away or might not be ready for something right now, because they've had a very scary wake-up call that they need to follow their dreams. And while they know that you're amazing and they want something with you, so this is more for my group where this person lost somebody and they're in a grieving phase. They know how special you are. They know how special this connection is, but they have a cage around their heart because they're not ready to open it up yet. And I feel like they're coming into this energy of, I really need to live for myself first, and I need to focus on me because, one, I'm not in an emotional place to open my heart up. I'm grieving. And maybe they're grieving an old relationship. The situation itself could vary. The semantics are less important. One big thing is that it's taking everything in their power right now to just exist and survive. And with the Temperance card, they're trying to find balance, and they're hoping that things will change here. That whatever it is with the situation, they're really hoping that things will change. But with the Empress, they're making it clear that they're not going to be making any moves. With the Empress is all about allowing things to unfold naturally and allowing cycles to change. And the Empress is in tune with the seasons and goes along with the changes of cycles. And this person is acknowledging that there needs to be time for whatever the situation is, for this person to be in a better place, because this person totally sees the potential for this connection, sees something so beautiful in here. But also, I feel like this person doesn't want to bring you down by how they're feeling, but they also know that they have to focus on themselves and their own life. But that doesn't change how highly they think of you. And if you were in a relationship with this person and they didn't appreciate you, or if you were in a situationship with this person and they didn't appreciate you, like, they see the error of their ways. And they know that they turned away something good. And maybe they just didn't act at all, and you moved forward. That and no act is an act in of itself. And no matter what, I think this person is trying to release and heal right now, and forgive themselves for their past mistakes, and kind of just focus on their own abundance. But we have a lot of different signs here. We have Leo, we have Scorpio, we have Sagittarius. With the Empress, I could totally just see, like, that's any signs. And we have water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, with that 4 of Cups here. But trust me, this person definitely realizes what they gave up on. And I feel like they have quite a hard time living with what they've done. That's what I'm hearing. Because I do feel like for some of you, they could have lost this relationship and then lost somebody close to them. And you being there for them was something that they cannot even put into words at how much they appreciate that. I feel like they're recognizing that they don't have all the time in the world and that they do have to start taking action towards things. But they also need things to shift and to change. They need to get out of this grief. They need to heal. There's a lot of healing that needs to be done here. And they're clearly closing out their heart chakra because they're just not ready. To have the Four of Cups come out twice is really significant of, you know, this energy of dissatisfaction. And I feel like this person just really couldn't see what they had until it was ripped away from them. And and whatever was ripped away, it's really made them see the error of their ways and maybe how complacent they were being in life. And while they see wonderful opportunities with you, they have romantic feelings for you, they know that they've got to give themselves time and allow this situation to unfold naturally, because they're growing stronger, and I think you are as well. And, you know, it's kind of like time heals all wounds, and it's just like there needs to be some change here. And with that Temperance, you know, this person needs to be in balance within themselves. And like, I always just think of like eternal flow. Like, this person needs to get back in the flow of life. They're like on standstill right now because whatever happened shook their core, and they're not in a very good place right now. But just know they think so highly of you, and you're such a special person to them. There's a lot of similar messages in a lot of the piles today, truthfully. I don't know if that's because of collective energies. It does seem like there's some major shifts. This pile is distinctly different, but even then, there's still that energy of thinking very highly of the viewer and just seeing how much they've been through. I just heard I feel like such an idiot. Like, I feel like you have been through a lot, and this person really appreciates you. This person might have put you through a lot, and they recognize that now. And I think that you appreciate it just because it's made you stronger, and it's also made you see how valuable you are. But the feelings that this person has for you haven't gone anywhere. But whatever is going on in their life, it's like they need to heal from the grief and allow things to unfold naturally. Or at least that's the mode they're in. So let's see what they would say to you. So Spirit, what would pile fours? I look for you everywhere. Yeah, especially because I was having that thing thinking, that's what I was saying. I can't stop thinking about you. I was really about to say that and it popped out. Yeah, this person, like, that's why I said at the beginning, like, they're thinking about you all the time. And maybe this loss in their life made them realize how special you are, or how much, like, you know, maybe they've always relied on the fact that they could always come back to you, and maybe they're realizing, oh, maybe they can't. I remember every detail of that day. Like, just know that if this person did you dirty or did you wrong, they see the error of their ways. And so we also have we will be together again. And I feel like under that death card, it's like just a matter of time changing. On the back of the deck, we have I'm starting to understand our connection. And I wish I could share my good news with you. Just kind of interesting because I don't... The news doesn't seem very good, if I'm gonna be honest. I'm not trying to laugh at their situation. I'm just like, I hope there's something good going on, because like, damn, like the way that I feel when I'm reading this, sad. But you are the best thing in my life. And I think for a lot of you where this relationship ended, they're fully starting to acknowledge that now. Like, they are totally seeing you in your Empress energy and all that you're worth. And yeah, if they didn't appreciate you, they certainly see the error of their ways now. Let's see what else. What would pile four's person say to pile four if they could? So I promised I have changed. Our connection triggers me. Yeah, it definitely seems like for a lot of you, this person has really changed. And also I want to remind everyone that all of these readings are timeless unless stated otherwise, which literally like almost all of my readings are timeless. So I hope our paths cross again someday. I want to be more than friends, and I want you to be mine. Yeah, there's definitely an interesting energy here. But I can't be the person you need me to be right now, but my heart skips a beat when I see you, and your intelligence intimidates me. Yeah, exactly. This person is grieving, and they just need time to heal from that, whatever that grief is related to. They need time to heal and to change. But I feel like if this person comes back, like if you're not in contact with this person, you can trust them when they say that they've changed, because their current energy is that they're seeing the error of their ways. So I'm going to pull you guys some advice from this Affirmators deck. It's about love and relationships. So this is advice for you guys from Spirit. So Spirit, what do you want Pile 4 to know? What advice do you have for Pile 4 when it comes to this connection or anything else in their life? Okay. So we have tact. I speak and act with care, remembering that impulsive words or a harsh tone can sometimes hurt others. If it feels like I'm walking on eggshells, I'll remind myself that those eggshells might actually be a shop full of china and I might actually be a bull. Then I'll remind myself to stop mixing metaphors. So yeah, so maybe if this person really did you wrong and you feel a lot of like anger and resentment towards them, Spirit might be saying, you know, just try to be more conscious about what you say and how you say it, because you never know what someone else is going through. And just speaking and acting with care will ensure that you're not speaking in the moment, but you're speaking from like a place of love. But the back of the deck is wholeness. I am complete, whole, and filled with love. I have everything I need. If I ask or look for more, I'm ignoring the love and gifts that I already have in my life. Instead, I'll be grateful and acknowledge that anything else would be extra icing on life's cake. FYI to whoever who is listening, extra icing is totally welcome, as it's obviously the most delicious part. Okay, well, that's debatable, because honestly, I'm not a huge icing person. Feel free to attack me for that, but I don't know. If you're not an icing person like me, more sprinkles or maybe like a nice filling. I don't know. You can add whatever you want. It's your life. You don't have to have extra icing if you don't want, but you can add whatever you want. Okay, so let's get into charms now and see what else Spirit wants to say, what they want to let you know about this connection, any advice. We're just going to kind of leave it open. So Spirit, what do you want, Pile 4 to know? Okay. So the elephant and the octopus have come out for like almost all of the piles today. So there's a lot of similar energies in a lot of the piles, truthfully. So if you feel drawn to one, more than one, there's probably something there for you. But I honestly can't even remember what I've said in all of them at this point. So, okay. Let's start with the octopus. The octopus gives me 8 of Cups energy. It also gives me boundaries. Maybe you've set your boundaries with this person. Maybe you have tried to emotionally distance yourself from a situation. It feels like Spirit is asking you to try to separate your emotions from this person and just try to be happy in your own life and hope for the highest good of all with that wholeness. With this 4 of Swords, I feel like you both are maybe in a resting energy right now. You both are kind of trying to take things back, relax, you know, kind of get your bearings. We also have this turtle, which is hermit energy, and life is not a race. So just trust that everything is working in its own time, and, you know, nothing works on a timeline. And with this elephant here, you know, I feel like there's any obstacles that y'all face, because I want to say both of you, you'll overcome them and you'll be more wise and mature as a result. And so just trust that like everything does happen for a reason, and you are growing and you are changing and you are evolving. with this monkey relaxing, I feel like Spirit's asking you to not overthink this connection. You know in your heart what the truth is. So trust in your heart, because your heart is not going to lead you astray. Trust your intuition when it comes to this connection. Like, this too makes me think of the High Priestess. Like, trust what your gut tells you, because your gut will never lead you astray. And with this too, this could also represent maybe Aquarius energy or Pisces energy, with it being February. We also have the key to a heart here. So I do feel like you hold the key to this person's heart. I feel like if you were with this person, they never really got over you, truthfully. With the World card here, you know, this is all about cycles closing, cycles finishing. Maybe you guys are separated by distance. Maybe this is like an online or long distance connection. Whatever it is, Spirit's asking you to look at the bigger picture and trust in the divine plan and what's happening here. We also have Libra, charming, and we have Leo again, generous. So, you know, stay generous of spirit. Allow time for the scales to kind of balance. We also have the worker bee. So I feel like Spirit's asking you to be patient and just work on your own affairs in the meantime. Trust your intuition and trust what your gut says about this connection. We also have H. So HB and BH. I'm thinking of like bull honky. Okay, so I'm gonna pull some extra letters and numbers now. Okay, so we have a lot of H's. Oh my. So we have 3 H's, so H's could be quite significant. We have a Y. We have H, H, Y. We have another 2, so 222 could be an important synchronicity. We have an S. I just heard shoddy, and ahoy and shore, so like the beach could be significant here. We have the number 9 or the number 6, however you want to see it. We also have a number 3. We have a number 1, and we have a 0, 2 2s. Lots of H's. We have 3 H's. I heard hell and high water. This could be Spirit asking you to just have a laugh. We have that Y, and with the psi, like I'm thinking like psychic, like trust your like psychic, your intuitive abilities for sure. Okay, so let me get you guys some songs. Now, these songs can be messages from Spirit. They can be messages from your person. The song, the artist, the lyrics, any of it can be significant. So just take what resonates. Don't let it take from you. So Spirit, what do you want pile 4 to know? Okay. So we have It's You by Neon Bunny. I believe this song is in Korean, so you might have to look up for a translation of the lyrics, but it is a really pretty song. I can't remember. It might be in English. I can't remember, but I know that the artist is Korean. And also Hurt So Good by Carly Rae Jepsen, also a bop. And we have All Your Life by the band Perry. So we've got an interesting mix there. But I think that is where I'm going to leave your reading, pile 4. Thank you guys so much for watching all the way through. If you did, definitely leave me a comment down below how this reading resonated. I would love to hear. And definitely leave me a like and subscribe for more videos like this. I am definitely going to be uploading much more regularly now that my personal readings are done, which I should also mention that my personal readings are closed. I am not taking bookings, but expect a lot more content from me soon. I'm really excited. I've got a lot of plans, a lot of exciting things coming. So trust that you have not seen the last of me, and you certainly will not see the last of me anytime soon. So I am wishing you guys the best. Feel free to follow me on my other socials or anything like that if you want to, you know, just get in touch with me a little bit more. I'm wishing you guys the best. I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever it is that you're watching this, and I hope you'll come back and see me again soon. Bye!